all the way over. And then on the other side, yeah, what is that right there? Oh man, that thing looks nice and clean. Oh man, look at that thing. Super stoked. So I've been giving it some thought process. I think it's gonna be best if I make sure to get this Project Prelude perfectly running and driving before I move forward with any more of the cosmetic enhancements. So I've got it a good ways along to where I want it to be. The other day I even had this guy stop by randomly and he said, hey, I can get that dent out of the hood. And I mean, he popped it out a little bit, but oh, I'm not super impressed. So I'm still in the process of maybe looking for another hood. Like I said, the cosmetic stuff is very well along. There's not a whole lot more left to do except for just all the painting. And then the front fog lights, which I have on order. And then they come with the updated driving lights as well on the side. They should match. I believe they're gonna be smoked. That way they'll match the headlights. And then when everything on the outside here is the same color, which, man, I was thinking about blue, but maybe it would be easier for my first paint job to just stick with the original color and bring it back to its nice pearly white. So we'll see if I can come up with something for that. In the meantime, we're gonna get this thing running. So I haven't had this thing running since I first got it home. I did drive it home. It was like 25 miles, so it was a good little trip and it did great. I think I found out the problem with the clutch pedal, so I'm just gonna kind of go at that and attack that right now and see if I can't come up with a good solution. All right guys, so there's a couple of things going on. I'm gonna do my best to show you. It's really hard to see up under here, but I'm gonna get up under here and see what I can show you. So if you look, see, we've got the clutch pedal bracket here. One of the things wrong is there's a spring loaded mechanism for the pedal. There's supposed to be a bolt going through that push rod over here. That goes to the master cylinder. There's also this sensor here that tells whether or not the clutch pedal is engaged in order to start the car. And then this whole bracket is held in by these nuts over here, one on each side, and then one more bolt that goes up in a spot. Oh, it's hard to see. It's beyond that yellow sensor. Right up there. Right in there. There's supposed to be a bolt to hold the entire clutch pedal bracket. And when you push down on it, the whole bracket bends down right now. And so there's a few things I have to address on this clutch pedal. And I think that's the main issue of our problem. So since I've got to find some nuts and bolts, I came over here and I got the box of the ones from the junkyard. I'm getting ready to organize these at least somewhat into a spot in this container so I can be a little more prepared for what I need. There's a lot here. Let's get that done. We have it. I got a tote full of Prelude hardware. I'm getting attacked by the big cart. Anyway, that's all done. I got this stuff organized. I got this tote here especially for Prelude stuff, and so I just want to get this all put away. An organized space is an organized brain. An organized brain is an efficient one. This is the power steering pump. I'm just gonna set this down here for a minute. All right. Get this put away. And so to be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna need the new master and slave cylinder for the clutch, considering the other problems that I found. That'd be really sweet if I didn't even have to use them and this thing drove just as good as it did on my way home when I bought it. That's got me really excited, so let's keep it moving and see where we end up. And I gotta find, I don't even know if there was a bolt in here that was sufficient for that spot on the clutch pedal bracket. I feel like it would be something like this thread here, maybe a little smaller, maybe one, but it definitely doesn't have to be that long, and so I don't think any of these would really work that great. Maybe this one, but that's definitely not the right one because the washer's too big, but maybe it would work. Let's give it a shot. All right guys, so there's an Arizona sunset. It was a lot prettier just a little bit earlier, but my phone died. I had to go charge it, but I was still making progress in between. So that bolt that I had found, that one worked to hold the bracket up. So I got that in nice and tight, which is super cool. And then I found another bolt for the piston rod, the actual like cylinder. I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna have to change it out, but I got it in there for now just as a temporary thing. The clutch does push in and it will roll forward and that type of thing. So I just got done. I was gonna repaint the valve cover, but I just got done tightening up all of those bolts again. I had taken them off and I wanted to see if I get this thing to start again. So I put the battery in. We're ready to see if this thing will fire up. So I'm super excited about that. Let's see what happens. All right, there's a key. We got a beep, that's a good sign. Push the clutch pedal in. Got neutral. Oh, did you hear the fuel pump? Sounded a little rough, but here we go. Oh, what was that? Oh, shucks. All right, so I think it might have just been a bad connection on the battery. I'm gonna tighten that up a little bit. We're gonna try this again. I got a dome light now. That's good. Come on, cross your fingers, guys. Whoa! We got life. Ooh, look at that idle. Oh, check engine light. Awesome. All right, I'm just gonna shut it off. I have no idea what's going on right now, but that sounded like life to me, and that makes me a happy camper. That is awesome. All right, so we got life in Project Prelude. That thing starts, it runs. Obviously, we got something to do with the idle. I did get a new idle air control sensor. I think it's this guy right here. So we're gonna put this on. Hopefully it'll fix that idle issue. I'm not sure why the check engine light came on yet. I don't remember if it was on when I drove this thing home. I am going to see if I can shut the dome light off. I don't want to kill the battery. All right, that is so awesome. Starts, it runs. I'm running out of daylight here. It looks great out here. So I'm gonna have to wrap it up, clean up, and catch you guys tomorrow. All right, so I'm working on the rear wing wiring for the Prelude, and I took plenty with me from the junkyard. You can see this is coming from the new trunk lid, and I got pretty much the whole harness. And so the dark black one comes from the power locking mechanism, which is the same as the factory, well, the one that I have on the car. And so I'm thinking about routing this one up in place of this one, and that way that stays factory to the car, and then obviously the other one would be the power, well, would be the third brake light. And so super simple. It's just 2 wires. I took the whole plug from the junkyard, and now I am wondering, I don't think there's anywhere for me to plug it in on this chassis. I'm still looking just a little bit, but if not, it's just 2 wires to connect. I'm sure we can get this handled. All right, so there it is. I've got the 3rd brake light in the wing wired, and I've got it zip tied along the same harness. And you can see it comes up this way. I zip tied it here to keep it up, and it comes across. And what I ended up doing was unplugging this part here from the 3rd brake light in the window, and I just plugged the 3rd brake light for the wing into that. That way I've got only 3 brake lights like standard instead of 4. So it's back to factory, almost OEM. And so everything else is looking good. I can go ahead and just plug this back into this harness. There's our tail light. Tuck it. There we go. Got it fully done. It's all plugged in. I even added some wire protector here. And then throughout this section, they don't have any on this area stock. And then I also added just a little bit down here. Didn't have quite a long enough piece, but it looks better. All right, so I think that's gonna call it good for back here, at least for now. And so I'm gonna go ahead and throw the back plastics back in, as well as the carpet, and get it looking nice and fresh back here. It's a lot better than it was, but you can kind of see. Oh man, I don't like that at all. I think there's some more sanding coming up. Wow, I've never seen anything like this really. Not right here. That's a full rainbow, almost a double rainbow. Kind of barely. All the way over. And then on the other side, the sunset is just beautiful. And you can see Stephanie and Stella playing in the park over there. Wow. Hi Stella, here I come. I'm gonna get you. Whee! Nice. It's nice out, huh? It's a ball. Oh, we don't have a ball out here right now. Should I get one? Yeah. Oh, I just came from the house. Mommy, go get a ball. That feels good. And just like that, the rainbow is gone. The sun has set. And I'm super happy to have captured the moment while it was there. It's literally only been like 4 minutes. Ha.